you start your golf swing like this with the driver, it is totally wrong. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining why this is the case, how this is stopping you from getting more distance and accuracy on your drives from the tee, and also a great drill that you can utilize, a very easy drill you can do from home or out on the golf course to help you take the club back to improve the strike, improve that accuracy, and get more distance on those drives. So if you're new to the channel, this is one of your first videos of mine, welcome. My name is Harry, a golf teacher professional down here to help you transform your golf game. So if you take these tips and drills on board in your own game, I'd highly recommend clicking that subscribe button and pressing that bell icon, so all as it helps me produce more content like this every single week to help you further improve your golf game. So kicking things off with the tendencies that we see so many golfers do ever so recently, and I'm only going to go into this very quickly just to show you, and then we're going to go straight into how to fix this, is that I've seen too many golfers, when they set up to the golf ball around the golf course or even down here at the golf projects practicing, they'll pick up the golf club way too soon. And what they've got to understand, that when they pick up the golf club way too soon, this is causing their swing arc, their width of arc, to reduce in the width. So when we reduce this width of arc in the backswing, the golf swing works in reaction, so we're going to push the club too far out and away from us. And the golf swing works on a massive circle, so taking the driver from the address position, imagine it's here just for a sec, swinging all the way up to the top, back down, and then through to finish. It works on a big circle. So if we reduce this swing circle on the way back, we're going to be more inclined to pushing the circle further away. So when it comes to attacking the golf ball at that low point, so with driver, the low point wants to be just before the golf ball, so we can get that upward attack angle and get that launch on the upward motion. That's to help with the consistency, but mainly increase the distance on the drives. Doing this action here, picking the club up really quickly, and then that causes us to usually push it out, we're going to be hitting the ground here first. So you do two outcomes. One of them is where you stay back and then we end up topping the golf ball, or we try and recover from this and get very much so forward and down onto the golf ball, and that caused the driver head to go right underneath it, and we end up skying the shots instead. So two massive outcomes there, two massive outcomes that aren't helping your game whatsoever, that we need to change. And to change this and stop this poor reaction from taking place, we want a consistent circle to take place from the start all the way up to the top, back down and through to finish. None of this too narrow to too wide, a fairly wide arc on the way back and on the way through. We want that club head to be traveling pretty much on the same width on the way back and down. And to do this, we've got to start by really pushing that club head out, trying to increase this swing circle, the width of arc, as soon as we start that golf swing. So to kick things off with the drill, I'm going to take the club away, and I want you to take your hands and place them down towards the ground, so the palms are facing directly towards the ground. Set up in your normal driver position, so I've got my stance here ever so slightly wider than I usually would with something like a 7 or 6 iron, and I'm set up, ready to make a golf swing, right? And in this position here, all I'm going to do is push my arms down until I begin to feel a bit of tension taking place in my arms and in my shoulders. I can feel it around my chest muscles here as well, my upper back. Now, without us dipping down to put this pressure down, we're just pushing our arms down. We want to be keeping that tension as we make our way into the top of the backswing. So I'm really winding myself up here. I'm pushing my hands down and I'm pushing my hands away, keeping them further away as much as I can, keeping that tension up until the very top of the swing. And this is really to encourage those arms to get that sensation and for you to feel what it's like to really push those further away, as opposed to dragging them in very close to start that golf swing. And I'm just ensuring that my back is going to twist so it's facing towards the target as I get my palms to face the wall, to face the camera here out in front of me. And again, that's really increasing the width, and we can see there much better for that backswing. However, that right arm needs to flex. Well, that right arm will flex still all the way up to the top of the backswing. We just don't want it to be very, very close to us. So to get somewhere where we want it to be with the club here, we've got to really force the club further out and away from us. So this isn't just going to only help you with that first part of the golf swing, it's going to help you throughout that backswing and also improve the way we attack the ball on the downswing. So make sure you stay tuned for that downswing part. To take in the club, bonus tip for the golf club here, all I'm going to do differently is push my hands down, of course, and as I'm pushing them away, I'm trying to drag my club along the ground for as long as I possibly can here. And that's just, again, exaggerating that sensation of pushing the hands as far away from the body, my sternum, my swing center, as much as I can, and then I'm pushing that away into the top of the backswing. Again, ensuring that my back is facing to the target. Look how much wider that is at the very top of the backswing. Definitely going to be way more consistent. Bringing this into the downswing, what I see so many golfers do when they try this drill, as they make their way into the downswing part, what they usually do is push their hands directly to the golf ball and then through to target, almost facing towards the corner of this simulator here. Now, what did I just do then? Replay that and have a look at this, see what you think. So I've got to the very top of my swing and I've tried to get my palms to face towards the ball. What's happened with my shoulders? What's happened with my arms? They have pushed out in front. So that poor reaction we were getting with the golf club, just quickly before I show you this, let me just show you from this point here. That poor reaction of pushing the hands out is causing the club to go over, well over, out to win, if not over the top. And when golfers try this drill in the downswing, I've just said they get their hands to face to the golf ball. That's causing the shoulders to come over, the hands to come over, still ever so slightly more over the top than we want it to be. So for the downswing, bonus tip with this drill is taking the hands, pushing them down up to the top of the swing, and as we make our way back down, we're encouraging our hands to stay lower, closer to us, closer to our hips, as we're pushing this down towards the ground. So pushing it down towards the ground right in front of us as opposed to the golf ball. And you can see that that completely changes the way I transition into that downswing. I'm bringing the hands downwards, shallowing the club beautifully. That's going to help me get that upward motion with the driver, get the low point just behind the golf ball and improve that strike. This way, no good. Probably going to see those two poor outcomes again. So taking the driver, really getting that sensation for the downswing, just so you can see I'm going to place this just in front, really pushing it as wide as we can up to the top of the swing, pushing those hands, keeping the width on the way down, but pushing them down towards the ground. That sets the club in a beautiful position here where the club reaches back to parallel to ground, nice and low, to then push back upwards and attack the golf ball from that upward motion. And just before I put these two together and start hitting some shots doing this, just want to give a quick shout out to GX Golf. They provide high quality golf clubs for a fraction of the price in comparison to its competitors out there on the market at the moment. So if you're in the market or ever in the market for new golf clubs, I highly recommend checking these out and using the discount code below. So combining these two elements, that backswing and then there's the bonus tip area, the downswing as well, just to prevent that over the top move from taking place and improve that attack angle. We're pushing those hands down, pushing them away, getting that back to face towards the target, then pushing the hands back down here. And then from there, I'm allowing my chest to rotate, pushing my hands down, pushing my hands through to finish, and chest finishes towards the target, just to ensure that you're getting through the ball as opposed to staying behind and getting too scared. Don't get too scared with this. Give it a really good hit, see what happens. Swinging slower isn't going to do you any good with this, especially if you're applying that downswing part. So first shot, I'm at the Bethpage Black course using the Trotman.io golf simulator. I highly recommend using Golf Swing Systems, by the way, if you're in the market for one of these fantastic facilities. Definitely recommend checking them out. 5% off using my code as well. Let's see if I can put this into action. So push, push, really keeping my hands further away. And that was a really nice hit, bit of a fade. Can it carry to reach the fairway? I'm hoping so. Oh, it did. I've run out of fairway. I'll take that any day of the week. 328 yards, just to show you from that camera angle there. 328 yards carry, total of 344 yards with a club speed of 121 miles an hour. That was really me exaggerating that push on the way back and the push on the way down. Applying this onto the golf course, same technique, push on the way back, push on the way down, and see how you get on. And if these tips and drills work for you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon so you don't miss out on any future content. And before you go, I highly recommend checking out this video over here because YouTube is recommending you check out this video next. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.